What's up, everybody? This is Corn Beaner. This is gonna be my second video for my experience at E3, and I'm gonna keep, I guess, the same theme going for this video as I did the last video. The last video I actually previewed PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale for the PlayStation 3. Actually, it was the PlayStation and Vita crossplay that I previewed at that one, and it's a very excellent game. I put a link to that video down below. Check it out. For this video, I'm gonna be talking about two games that I tried out. One of them is available now on Xbox Live and PSN. That is going to be Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. The last time I played any Virtua Fighter game, I believe, was Virtua Fighter 5 when it came out like 4 years ago for the PlayStation 3. It was one of the first fighters on the console. And at the time, I thought the game was pretty good, not great. And that's maybe because since that time, my, I guess, preference towards fighting games has changed with the release of Street Fighter 4 and me spending a lot more time and kind of understanding the genre a little bit more. And my hands-on time with this game was actually pretty fantastic. It's gonna be, if you've played a game like, say, like Tekken, it's kind of like Tekken, but maybe a little bit slower paced and not so dependent on juggle combos that you see in a Tekken game. And with that being said, there's still enough from this game to kind of differentiate it from Tekken. Tekken has, I believe, a more complex combo system than Virtua Fighter 5, where in Tekken, 2 punch buttons, 2 kick buttons, and the combination of tapping certain kicks and certain punches and pressing forward in directions mid-combo are what you need to execute combos. Virtua Fighter 5's, I guess, attack system is a little bit more simplified, but yet can still be considered as complex. I know that's an oxymoron as far as me talking about it, but there's one guard button, which is basically your block, your one punch, and one kick. And normally everybody in the game has like a double punch combo or a double kick combo, or if you press, say, punch and kick at the same time and a different attack would come. If you press up with the combination of said attack buttons, or down, or kind of like Tekken, mid combo, you can press different directions, you'll get different combos. The one thing that I did like about this game while my hands were on it was I like the characters. I tend to pick Jeffrey a lot for some reason because he just looks so boss, and it was no different during this demo. And I also like the arenas. The arenas are not always squared or not always even. There were a couple arenas, battle arenas, that I chose that were kind of squared up, and there was one in particular that kind of had 2 fences on the outer ends, and it just seemed to be like this big rectangular small, like almost like a cage match type fight, and I really enjoyed my time with it. And the game, like I said, is available now, and it's only $15 for the base game. I believe what Sega did with this is they're making you pay $15 for the base game. I believe $15 if you want like all the alternate costumes and colors for your characters. And I believe they have another $15 pack for something else. I'm not sure what it is. I should have researched this, but I'm just coming from work right now, and yeah, so I can't really do it. But yeah, anybody, if you're interested in fighting games and want a change of pace from like Marvel or Street Fighter, or say you want something that's kind of like Tekken but not Tekken, Virtua Fighter 5 is a great pick, and I would say pick it up. I enjoyed it. I might pick it up this weekend, so hit me up on PSN. My PSN is Corn Beaner, and maybe we can get some rounds in. And changing pace from that, I'm also going to talk about Dead or Alive 5. The last time I played any Dead or Alive game, I believe, was Dead or Alive 2, and the reason being is because I believe Dead or Alive 2 was the last multi-platform Dead or Alive to actually come out. For the most part, a lot of the Dead or Alive games have been exclusive to the Xbox brand, and when they became kind of exclusive, like console exclusives, I kind of just lost interest. But Dead or Alive 5 is being released on both the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. I got my hands on the PlayStation 3 version of the game, and I thought the game was fantastic. Just like Virtua Fighter, it's simplistic. It only has 1 punch, 1 kick, 1 guard, and I believe a throw counter button. The game is a little bit slower than previous iterations of Dead or Alive. I'm not sure if that is done on purpose or if that was or if that is the current state of the game. But either way, this game plays fantastic. This game, you know, minus whatever big bugs are still in the game, because it is, you know, pre-released by a few months, played great. Some of the stages I tried out had interactive activities that trigger when you slam your opponent against the wall, or when certain, I guess, triggers are met within the while the actual match is taking place. And that's always been one of my favorite parts of Dead or Alive, are these multi-tiered, multi-triggered events happening, you know, stages. It's just so awesome that I believe they add so much to the actual fight themselves. The combo system and everything else seems to still stay within that Dead or Alive realm, where it's really fast paced. You know, your execution kind of has to be pretty on par, kind of almost like a Marvel type game, but not as schizophrenic, not as jittery, not as I guess labor intensive for some of the longer combos. But it's slow enough where it's not going to overwhelm you, where it's not going to, you know, make you not want to try. Also, the counters, I believe, in previous games were way overpowered. When in this game, it seems like they actually took some of the active frame outs of the counter system, which makes you have to time your counters for hits that much more. The characters that were on display looked wonderful. They animated beautifully. The animations for the attacks themselves were just wonderful. And this game should be out this year, unless by chance something does happen, it's going to be postponed. But the game in its current state was beautiful, and I had an excellent time with it. And that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that I at least covered something or answered some of your questions that you might have about both of these games. Once again, Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown is available now on PSN and XBL. The base game itself is $15. It's download only. If you want the extra, I believe, alternative costumes and other things, they are going to have DLC packages for $15 a piece that add on to the price of the game. But the fact that it's only $15 to play the actual game itself is great. Dead or Alive 5 should be out later this year, but might not see release until maybe early next year. Either way, the game is already shaping up to be a really good game, and a lot different. Well, not a lot different, but different enough from the current batch of fighters out there now that it might be worth a look if you're interested in fighting games. So yeah, this has been Cornbeaner. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.